Good evening guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all enjoyed the last video or the last episode shall I say, of myself installing the windows. That was quite a successful journey after my few mishaps. Really happy with how they've turned out. I've got a load of positive feedback from them. Everyone says they look good. A few people asked why I've put the little bunk windows, which are the smaller ones, quite high at the top. Reason being is, as I said on my previous video or episode, that my van is an L4H4, so it's the highest one you can get. It's extra high top, so my bed frame is going to be a lot higher up in the van, giving me more garage space. So therefore, when the mattress is on, those windows will be perfect height for where the bed's going to be. So anyway, I think they look great there and they work. And the good thing is, it's absolutely lashing down with rain and wind at the minute. It kicked in at about 5 o'clock and we've had 3 hours of it nearly. And yeah, we have no leaks, nothing. Diddly squat, completely bone dry. So I'm really happy with that, because on my last one on the Iveco, there was a little bit of a leak and I had to redo it all, which is a really annoying job to cut it back out again. But I'm just checking this now and it is all good. So yeah, we're happy. So just a little bit of an update really of where we are. So the van on the outside I'm pretty happy with. I'm pretty done on the outside for the minute. I've got a spare wheel carrier coming, which is in satin black to match the ladder. I'll put the link in the description below. That's coming from a company called Wheels I Am. So a really good company, very well priced, and that's going to house the spare wheel on the back, and I might even put the traction boards on there maybe now, as I've seen another photo of one with that on, maybe, who knows. So yeah, and then we've got the custom roof rack being made by my father-in-law, the fabricator, the guru fabricator shall we say. He's making me a really cool custom roof rack with some composite decking board on, which is going to house my 2 solar panels, giving me about 400 watts of solar, which is more than enough for a week away or so. And some storage boxes, some sort of cargo boxes to carry some extra equipment, maybe like an actual roof box bolted on. I've seen that, they look quite cool. I don't know, I won't waffle on too much, but you get the gist. So tonight's job, it's late anyway, but I thought I'd just jump on here and just say hello and tell you where I am. We're going to continue this tomorrow anyway, but yeah, I've basically been doing some battening in the van and some recycled plastic insulation in all the panels now, started filling them up. I'm just waiting for my 12mm closed cell insulation to come back into stock from Dodo. I've got a reminder on that, but I might have a little look online just to see, because it's probably somewhere else you can get it anyway. I've just got a few other little areas in the van, like at the back there where the window is, that's got to be done, and the back doors there, which are being done. And my good friend Andy at Revamper Van has kindly said that he's going to CNC cut some plyboard and carpet them for me at the back, because he's already got the template, because he does so many of them. He said, look, I'll just knock you off a pair of them if you want. So all I've got to do is insulate them and then screw the boards on. Bosh, which is really cool. But yeah, let me just take you through and I'll show you where we are. Right, so currently where we are at the minute, let me step over here. So this here, we've put some battens up here. I've screwed them and I've glued them and glued them up the top as well. They are absolutely solid, let me tell you, they are going nowhere. Carpeted the reveal and done the same down here, and then obviously we're going to board up, board down, and then we're going to create like a nice little window box frame kind of thing, like most people do. Carpeted the awkward area there on these vans. As you'll know, this bit sticks out. I didn't want to bring my battening out because I just didn't want to lose the extra space, and I actually quite like it when the board goes up to it. It kind of breaks it up and makes a feature, and we'll do something with that anyway. All the wiring is done, first fix. So we've got all of our Max Air fan wired in, we've got all our spots hanging down, we've got our display panel up there which I'm going to make, which is going to house everything for the Truma diesel combi heater, which I'm installing over there. All of our electrics in here, which is where the kitchen area is going to go. It's going to come out to about here. I'm going to make a little box over there, which is going to house some shoes, and what have you, my boots and bits and bobs. I'm just playing around with this at the minute. I'm just having a little play. I've carpeted the areas of, obviously when the plyboard, show you here, plyboard comes down and then noggin round these, obviously, you're going to see a small area here, which is where the bed bracket is, where the plyboard obviously you can't get into. So I've carpeted those areas, the awkward ones, and I've made my first recess, which has been done out of the batten. It's been screwed and glued, and we've got a nice big opening there, which we're going to make a little box that goes in, which sits back against that, which will have a 5mm plyboard on the back. That will be LED lit, and then that gives you the extra room for laying in the bed, and the mattress will fit bang in between. I've measured that. I've got my mattress on the way. Again, I'll drop a link. So I'm just going to do the other side, make sure that's all done. I've started carpeting the little rear panels there, but I ran out of glue, so I need to do those ones. Obviously the floor's down. We've got loads of ply here, loads of battening. So yeah, we're making progress. Obviously it doesn't look like much at the minute, but as you all know, it can very quickly come together. So I'm hoping by the weekend all of this will be battened, the boards will be on here at least, and hopefully this will all be insulated and boarded as well, and then I can start putting all the wires through and start actually getting the ceiling in and things like that. But yeah, really happy with the progress so far, and stay tuned for more progress on doing the battening and the the battening and the plyboard. We've got the ply ready, so we're going to probably measure up. I've done some rough measurements here of what I need. So in the following few days, we should have some good progress. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Right, so basically I have now created that way, always get it wrong the wrong way. I've created the frames, so these are going to be the little box sections that allow the mattress to go in a bit further and give you more headroom and more leg room. So I'll spin you around and I'll show you what I've done. So some of you may say it's the wrong way. I don't know what is the right, what is the wrong way, who knows, but I've seen some videos and people have done it other ways. I've just used 25mm roofing batten on all of this. I've squared it all off. Obviously you can't use a level in a van, as we all know, so I've just been using this thing and a few other small bits, obviously just making sure that when the wood goes on it's all level, obviously vice versa in the corners, and measured it and it's the same both sides. So yeah, so then I'll make the boxes to go in there, the slats will go on, it will all start sort of forming and coming together. Obviously I just got to do around the windows over there, insulation, but yeah, I'll basically do what I've done here, and I'll put the battens on nice here, they go nice and flush, and then I've glued them at the top here, but they are absolutely solid. There is no giving that at all. I've used the standard stuff, sticks like shit, because it is sticking like shit. So yeah, happy with that, and we'll continue to do the rest of the van and go from there. Bosh, just like that, the bed frame's in. So obviously it's going to have to come back out, so I haven't got all the screws in. A lot of people just velcro the slats on, but I want it to be pretty firm on there, so I've just used these torque screws, which are really good. They're tech fast Bosch screws. Let me show you. So they're like that. Just really easy. Just drill a 4mm pilot hole through the slat into the metal galvanized beam, and they just go straight in, nice and easy. Just use a drill gently, and that's perfect. But yeah, that's all in. It's nice and sturdy. And I weigh 14 stone, and that's all good for me. Obviously the middle one's got screwed down, but oh yeah, gosh, I'm not even at the end. Mission accomplished. That's pretty good going. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Framing's done there, so we can continue to smash out the other side, but all is good. Well, we're going to call it a night there, as it's 8:30. We've got a fair bit done. We've had a quick tidy up, and we've got the bed frame solidly installed. Obviously we will be removing it again probably, so I've only tacked it in place for the minute, but these, where I'm creating these box frames to give that extra recess, shall we say, for the bed, it's quite handy actually, because this bottom timber that I've used, I've actually pushed it right down on top of the bed frame. So what that is then doing is pushing this galvanized beam onto the bracket, and there's no way it's even coming up. I've also carpeted the galvanized beam, the actual brackets, as you'll see, so then it's nice and soft when the metal's going onto it, so it's not metal to metal contact, because even if you put a screw in there, you will find it will still squeak, because I had it on my old van and it really did my head in. Also, for anyone doing the battening and things, again, always glue the battens to the side of the van and screw them. I know it's probably common sense. A lot of you may do it, a lot of you might not do it. But trust me, the van is only made of thin tin, shall I say, or thin metal. And when it flexes and moves over bumps, this wood against it, it squeaks, and it is so annoying. Because I remember on my Iveco, I didn't glue it, and I just put the battens on for a minute to see how it all sat before I took them off again. And even driving around for half an hour, it absolutely done my brain in. They just squeak like mad. So yeah, always glue the battens. Obviously here I haven't, because it's onto carpet, so it's absolutely fine. But I have been out on this today, driving down the road, and it is so much quieter now that the battens are all screwed on properly and glued. But yeah, really happy with tonight's progress. We're going to crack on the rest of the week, and you'll see me on the next one. See you later, guys. Good morning, YouTubers. Well, that was a productive trip. Just went down to find a mattress for the bed. Now I was looking on the Sulong website after watching Dave Outdoors' video. Looked really good mattresses. I think it was a memory foam one I think he got, maybe, or a hybrid mattress. I've had a lot of issues with memory foam mattresses in the past. They've been really bad for my back. I suffer with my lower back, and they've been really bad for my lower back. So I thought I'll go for like pocket spring. The new pocket spring ones are meant to be really good. So anyway, I went down and saw my guy down at the local bed shop. He's always a bit of a geezer. He walks in, gives you a handshake. What are you here for today then, Ben? I was like, well, I need another mattress, bud. He's like, right, what do you want? And I found one that I liked. It was £422 or £425 or whatever it was. And I said, how much can I have that for? He goes, what, the price or your price? I went, my price, obviously. And he went, how does 250 quid sound? I went, perfect, see you at 4 PM. Bosh! So we got ourselves a pocket spring mattress, which is the standard double size, 137 centimeters, which is 4'6", and that should fit on there nicely. So that is a productive morning. I'm happy with that, and that's going straight on my bed. Well, here we go. Here's the mattress from my good pal down in Christchurch. I got the price wrong. It was actually $329, but I only gave $250 for it. So I still think it's a bit of a deal. I think it was the other one I was looking at, which was the king size, which was $430 or $450. But yeah, $329 to $250. I think that's really good. Like I said, I've tested it, I've led on it. It was so comfy. So we're going to unfold this and get it onto the bed, and hopefully it will fit in our little cutout. Let's have a look. Well, if that doesn't fit perfect, then I don't know what would. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And the height is perfect. It's a 20 centimetre pocket sprung, whatever they call it. It's firm. But let me tell you, it is comfy. We'll probably put a topper on as well anyway, just so it's extra comfy, but it is comfy. We're going to let that fluff out now after 48 hours probably. Fits in the reveals, absolutely perfect. On the end of the bed, let's have a look. There should be a bit of overhang from the slats, which there is there, which is perfect, because that's going to take me to my next idea. I'm going to build like a little upstand all the way along with a little shelf in it for putting your phones and bits and bobs. So, oh, bosh, well happy with that. Absolute bargain. I do love a bargain, and I love it when a plan comes together. Happy days. And as I thought, laying on the bed, we haven't even got a sheet or a topper or anything on it, but the height is perfect. I can literally look out these windows and it's perfect. So happy with that. That's a good job done. Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been pretty manic with work. I was ill for 2 weeks. I don't know, some sort of man flu rubbish, and it really did knock me down because I was working like a dog. I had loads of projects on, and obviously trying to do the van build and film and everything. I was just done in. I was like, nah, I'm done. So I took some time out. Remember, it's always good to take time out. It's important. Let me just adjust you there. Oh shit, what's happened there? Hang on. Oh god. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so where are we on the van build? Well, I'll do you a little video. I'll flip you around and show you where I am. I have been quite busy doing some bits that I haven't filmed, I'll be totally honest, just because, again, as I said, I've been busy, and I really need to get this van build complete because I'm aiming to, well, I was aiming to be away at the end of March. That's not going to happen now because I've had 2 weeks setback, and I still probably wouldn't be because I'm a little bit far behind. A couple of delays on some things turning up, a couple of delays on electrics, but we're nearly there now. But yeah, really happy with the progress so far. The van is an absolute shit pit, not gonna lie. There's stuff everywhere, packages everywhere, but yeah, we're making progress, guys. We're making progress. Today's job, let me take you off here, flip you around, and I'll show you exactly what we're going to be doing today. There's a couple of jobs today, and I'm going to flip you around and show you the rest of the van as well. Okay guys, as I said, the van is an absolute mess, but as you can see, let me zoom out. There we go. We're making some really good progress. So I've got some panels made for the doors that have all been carpeted, out of plies all been done, and it's all been carpeted, so they're going to go on there and finishes those off. Battery, we have a 200 amp hour Renogy deep cycle phosphate battery installed. I've made a little what do you call it, god, memory blank. Made a little bracket for it out of wood just to house it. It's nice and snug in there, and I'm going to screw that down and that'll all be hunky-dunky-dory. All our electrics are through and labelled up nicely, so we've got everything labelled how it should be. All our Renogy products, all the solar panels have turned up, everything. So we've got all the ply cut, made the reveals for the mattress to go into, which we're then going to frame off nicely, as well as the windows are all going to be framed off neatly. We're going to have an LED backlight in there, so when the mattress goes in, like a little bit of mood lighting. TV up there, obviously same this side, but I did mess up a little bit. Not afraid to say that I did, and I did. So basically I should have cut these down a bit lower to go flush with this, because when the mattress sits on here, it butts up against there, and then it's too long, and then it folds up and goes up like that into there. So that's no good. And rather than rejigging everything, what I'm going to do is I've got a bit of 4x2, okay, which is a chunky bit of 4x2. It's not too heavy. I haven't used heavy wood in the van, so it's not going to be too much of a drama. But I'm going to put that piece of 4x2 on top of here with a bit of softwood, 25mm softwood, which is the exact height I need. And then once the 4x2's on and the softwood is on, it will basically, once it's all screwed down to this bracket and screwed into the wall, it will level up to there like that. And then obviously these slats will be bolted on top, and it will sit in there nicely. So it should finish about there. Time the slats are on, it will finish flush. That's my plan. That's what we're going to be doing today. But let me flip round. There's literally stuff everywhere. Anyone want these? They're for sale. Got all our cat tanks, underslung tanks, inverter, hob, got everything going on in there. Kitchen worktop, Thetford flush toilet, shower tray. We've got stuff everywhere. We're just trying to plan out what we're doing and where we're going with stuff. Yeah, we're making some headwind. Got my little lists up here of jobs. It's always good just to write down Sunday jobs, jobs on Monday, jobs on Tuesday. Next job is, after I've done all this framework for this, is probably to do the battens on here, fill the last few little crevices along the top here and all of here, fill this up so we can get the battens on, run the electric, the cabling just for the spotlights, dangle them down, and then we're going to get the ceiling in. That's my next plan, but it's coming on. Got a display unit going up there. Again, everything's labelled for all the bits. I've carpeted that top reveal, tucked it all in neatly around there, all down through there, and that's all done. Oh yeah, what else have we done? Shut this a minute. We've got some curtains. They're really cool. They're installed, done all that. Had a little leak at the top here. My own fault again, a little bit of a mess up. I measured it a bit too much and the wood was protruding past where that little line is, which is where the rubber sits flush. So the wood was just on that, so the rubber wasn't sitting flush against the door. Schoolboy error. And we just had a little bit of a dribble down, and it was annoying me, obviously, because if we go somewhere where it's going to absolutely pee down, that's no good. So we ripped it off. I'm just going to get the multi-tool in there, trim that off, and redo the other bit. Not the end of the world. Light switch. Yeah, so we're getting there. Garage floor, that's all down. I've got a little divider bit going here, and then we're going to frame off all of this. This stuff, £46 from Van Pimps for a 3 metre by 2 metre roll. It's like Hessian lined at the back, I think that is Hessian, I don't know, carpet line, whatever it is. Just spray adhesive and then cut it into the arches. Really good, hard wearing, and that's going to do the job for the garage. So I'm really happy with that. But yeah, today's job is basically get all these bits done, ticked off, and then we can crack on with the rest of the van. But thanks for your patience, guys. Thanks for those of you that have messaged me to see if I'm okay, and obviously hadn't seen any content. I am okay, just been absolutely manic. But yeah, thanks for your patience. Stay tuned, and happy Sunday, campers. Bosh, okay, that's that done. So we've put a bit of 4x2, as I said, and a bit of 25mm soft plain timber on the top. Made a real solid structure. I've glued it to this, so there's no squeaking. I've then used some tech screws and screwed the first timber into it, just 3 screws along there, and then I've put some just normal wood screws and glued it again through those ones. That is absolutely solid. I also, on the bottom timber, used a pocket hole drill, or Craig drill, whatever you call it, and went straight through into here, so it's all solid into there, so that keeps this nice and solid. And then obviously we put the slats on the top. The mattress will now sit on there, and it will just glide into there perfectly, and that is a nice solid structure. I'm going to leave these overhanging, because what I am going to do is get another bit of 4x2. I'm going to bolt it to the underneath of here to make an extension on the bed, and then so basically when the doors are shut, let me just show you. Wash, let's get that shut. So basically that's our gap at the minute. Obviously we're going to have a board on, so it's probably going to come to about there, but then once I bring the timber out, I'm going to make like an end panel on here, and it'll be a bit of a snug for the bed. Fill it up with some duvet and cushion, and hopefully it should all be dandy. Yeah, that's a good little job done. So now we're going to measure the timber for here to here, get that stuck on, and router out a little channel underneath for the light to sit behind. So we're going to have an LED light for the garage area. Yeah, happy with that. Exciting stuff. Right, so bed frame's in. It's solid, absolutely solid. There is no play, no creaking. I'm telling you, that bed is absolutely perfect. We're just going to finish off the back section where you open the doors. I've cut a bit of softwood again. This time this is a bit wider. This is 144 millimeters long by 20.5 wide. So that is basically going to sit across the back like that, basically. Finished off the bed, and then there'll be some little hooks on the back which we can just hook some bits and bobs on if we need to when the doors are open, and yeah, just finish it off basically. So we're going to crack on and do that. Okay, so that's pretty much where we are. Pinned a little panel on the back there with the nail gun. Obviously we'll just fill that in, give it a nice varnish at some point. But that's the extended bed. Like I said, it might be a bit too belts and braces. Some people probably go, why are you doing that much? But to be honest with you, I needed to make the height up. And I've extended the bed out to make use of these slats that are overextended rather than wasting the space at the back. And this is just a nice little board for the mattress to sit up against, and then we can put some stuff on here, some little hooks and stuff, because when the door shuts we still have plenty of room. I'd say that's a successful day. Bosh. Right, well, that's that bit done. Just shaped and sanded these corners nicely so it just finishes it off. That's all nice and tight against there. I hadn't finished this one, so I quickly carpeted that and screwed that on, but then realised this was already on and I couldn't get that on. Another schoolboy error, and it was too long, so that's the reason I've shaped it. But obviously if you need to get to the light panels to change anything, they're still accessible, obviously by unscrewing those. And I've made this, even though I've pinned it all on, I've made this accessible. I've put some little L-shaped brackets on here, but you just unscrew the L-shapes and each end screw in here, and then this whole section just drops down and these are accessible. So that's good. Happy days. And what a beautiful, beautiful day. Time for a beer. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what it looks like from the inside. I think it looks pretty neat. I've tried to do my best. I am by no stretch a carpenter, but that is absolutely solid. It's all nicely tied into here, and then we're going to frame all that off neatly into there. So this will be a nice even window reveal, or bed reveal, which is LED backlit. Just carpeted the other panels over there. Obviously the doors will be carpeted in the same colour just to finish it off, and got some little cargo nets going on there just to chuck some bits and bobs in. But that will just stop the wife falling off the end of the bed down the back into the garage and waking me up. Bosh, happy with that. Now I'm going to go for a nice roast dinner and a beer, because I've been saying I need a beer for the last 3 hours and I haven't had one. But yeah, we'll come back out to it in a bit and just chuck the mattress on and crack on tomorrow. We've got a full day tomorrow of Monday jobs. This is well needed today. It's looking pretty empty in my little fridge right now, but shit, that didn't go according to plan, did it? Oh well. Bosh. Anyway, happy Sunday.